What's going on YouTube? What's going on? Thanks for coming over, watching another episode of Pips and Points. I'm your host, Jono. And yeah, so today we're gonna do away with the little weird little voices. I watched over yesterday's video and I'm not impressed, so we're not gonna be doing that today. We're just gonna keep it nice, simple, and to the point. I'm not trying to be funny, just deliver the information. So yesterday in my most recent video, I looked at this particular area here. So we was looking at this area here, and obviously I described why I wasn't gonna buy here, but however I did want to buy in this box, in this little box area right here, right? And I've missed that play, so literally it's on its way up. And some will say, oh, you should have taken the trade, you should have done it, but however, no, just because it's not in my rule book. My rule book is I can buy it if it's in this box in this time frame. So if it shows up anywhere from between 21st of December, which is today, and the 5th of Jan are dates when it could land in this particular area right here, and that's when I buy. If it's not, and obviously it's going to be remaining within this little zone, this price action zone right here, price action level right here, then I'll have to wait until it gets in around this level. Let me just bring this back a bit, because this looks about right. Yep. So until it gets into around this level here, so that would be 1574, between 1574 and 1548, and soon, which is now, that would be 1547 and 1514. So those would be the levels that I'll be looking to get in on. So I've missed this little play up, and did I say it? Yes, I did. Did I grab it? No, I did not. So yeah, it's one of those things where once you've been doing this for a while, you kind of learn of when to get in and when to get in and when to get out. But however, in saying that, because the Christmas week is coming up, so from the 22nd onwards, I'm literally going to be with most people away from the regular 9 to 5. It will be at home, so we'll do the whole Christmas ceremony, which will be from say Friday evening all the way through to the weekend up until Monday, and then Tuesday we're back in the saddle of things. So because I'm going to have so much time on my hands, I think it will be then that literally I will be trading a much lesser time frame. So I would literally be trying to gain some pips within the week, because I'll be at home, or I wouldn't be doing anything else that requires my attention. So I could literally focus on this and see how many pips I can grab between now and the new year, when I have to return back into the office. Okay, so at the moment this is what is happening right now. Now, where do I think this particular price action is going to stop off at? I mean, it could go all the way up to 1644. It could literally do that. It could literally, but I don't think it will. I don't think it will. I think it's going to settle around 1610, 1611, okay, and then push back down again, where it's gonna make these two zones. It's gonna make these two zones on this next return down. It's my feeling. And the reason why I say that is because this particular trend I got here has kind of confirmed that, well, not confirmed, but it's giving me a little tell that it is gonna try to make its way back down again into where I want it to go, so that I can make those buys that I've been waiting to make. And it's also confirmed here, because obviously it's tested this particular level. Push it back 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 times. So it's tested that level 5 times, and it's broken through once, right? It's broken through once. So I'm expecting this level to be broken, and I'm expecting a little bit of dilly-dallying on this level, and then eventually this level will be broken as well. So these two places here will be areas where I will be considering making purchases on the way up, or waiting for a significant pullback and then waiting for a purchase on the way up. But like I say, I don't know until I'm in the moment. But for now, this is kind of doing what I expected it to do, the price action, which is bounce off where I thought it was going to bounce off. And if you watched yesterday's video, I kind of explained why I wasn't going to be jumping in. It's good enough for me, but it's not going to be good enough for everybody, especially those guys that literally have time to be trading. I can guarantee one thing: they did not miss any of these opportunities. Those that had the eyes to see, they didn't miss any of these opportunities. They would have put in their buys there, grab some picks, boot, and if they didn't jump out when they got it, they would have picked up some more here, went here, probably would have cashed out. If they have it and they're still in it, well, let's hope that this particular move didn't take him out, because as you can see here, normally from what I understand how people normally tend to place their stops is they will cover the last wicks of the previous entry. So for example, if they were lucky enough, so if you were lucky enough to buy anywhere here, so you were lucky enough to buy anywhere here, right, chances are you would have put your stop about here, because that would be the safest place to pull it. Actually, to be fair, depending on how you've actually purchased this particular blue wick right here, you might actually would have had your stop here. Okay, you might have had your stop here, and it could have been a thing of, okay, yeah, I mean, you've literally been taken out. You've been taken out with that pullback, or you would not have been taken out in terms of you bought it in terms of you bought it at the right time, right? So if you bought it, so say it's new candles appeared, it's opened up around here somewhere, it's come all the way down here, and then it's gone all the way up, and then you've picked it up here, and then it's continued doing this up down up down up down, but more or less kept pushing up, then you'd be cool. But the issue that I'm having with this whole particular setup, right, if you bought there with that level of stop, is, so let's just say that one didn't take you out, right? But at the same time, you was a firm believer that you was going to get another opportunity. So let's see. So literally, this is what we're looking at, 4 hourly or daily, or 4 hourly. So I actually missed this that little section I was looking at. Yep, and if you did not bring in any trailing stop, then literally you would have been taken out here, right? Which then obviously delivered this potential very slight lower low. So as I wait to see if it's gonna go back here again, I'm gonna bring up another situation for us to look at and analyze. So we're gonna let Nas to do his thing, because it still hasn't done what I was hoping it was gonna do. So I can't tell you, hey guys, I've made my purchase after a long wait. So we're still waiting for an opportunity to present itself, and whilst we wait, I'm going to bring up EURUSD. That is one of my favorites ones to look at. So yeah, these were drawings of last time that I did, and as you can see, it's still kind of hovering in between that. And I'm trying to think what's the best, because most people that have an idea of what it is they're doing, they have their sales here. All of them are selling like crazy at this level right here. Don't mind that siren. Watching this video for a while, you should know there's always sirens going off in my neck of the woods. Okay, so normally people are selling at this particular level, and people will be buying at this particular level. So it's gone into a range here. It's gone into a range, so the buys are in this zone and the sells are in that zone, and anyone in between is getting slaughtered, basically. anyone in between. So you're going to get a lot of newbies that are in this middle here area here right now and are being slaughtered. And also as well, this level here, so I'm just going to draw a box around here, so just in case if it's never been mentioned to you, this also is liquidity levels. These are liquidity levels right here. So this is a liquidity level right here, and this too is the liquidity levels right here. And just to explain, right, liquidity levels where all money is sitting, right? So you got money sitting there right now, right? And where the money is sitting is here, here, and here. Let me bring in my pound symbol. So actually let's change that to a dollar, because most people will be watching dollars opposing to pounds, but I prefer pounds to dollars, right? So this is liquidity level. Wait, let's make this smaller. This is the liquidity level. This is also another liquidity level, and this too is another liquidity level. Because believe it or not, most people have their stops in those areas. So anyone that is buying will typically have a stop either in this area or in this area, depending on where they're buying. And most people that are selling will have a stop particularly around this area, okay? And that's how they basically riding that particular wave. So clear that off. Let's get rid of that. Boom, boom, boom. Okay. So now I'm gonna go into a day time frame, and just to see what actually I'm looking at, give it any merit as to where I think it is gonna go. And in all fairness, I still don't know. I think a part of me believes it's still gonna make its way down to around to around 106. A part of me actually believes that. But a part of me actually thinks that this particular trend that we're looking at right now, so let me do it like this so it looks more correct. So if it was all to touch, it would be here, right? Now because this where this mouse is not complete, we're just going to assume that it's still doing its thing. So let me just raise this up a bit. It's still doing its thing. So this is in a zone at the moment. This is the little diagonal zone where price is being respected. So price is being respected up here, and up here, and price is being respected up here, which leads me to believe that there's a very good chance that price will be respected up here. But however, the fundamental news coming out tells me that this still wants to go down. Okay, it still wants to go down. And not only that, the structure of this particular movement is kind of saying it wants to go down too, because it's squeezing down here. So I mean, if you look at it, it literally is squeezing. We've got that, okay, squeezing, and we've got that, which is squeezing, and there's a few pips in between. So it is strange. It's a hard one to read. It's a hard one to read. I don't like it when it's like this. I'll be honest with you. I really don't, because I'm not sure what I'm looking at. Okay, so this is what I mean by I don't like it when it's like this. It's hard to kind of figure out what's going on, right? So if I put in these two yellows right here, you can see it's a squeeze. It is a squeeze, right? So we've got Right? And we've got that. Right? We can see this is squeeze, but at the same time, we've got a channel forming downwards. So we've got this funnel that's forming down, right? And it's forming down if I remove this. So if I don't count in this lower low right here, right, and I just forget about it, then it basically means that this is a potential funnel. All right, this is a potential funnel. So that makes it hard for me to read. Like, I'll be brutally honest with you, I don't know at this particular stage right now. I wouldn't know what to do here. I genuinely will not know what to do here. And if there's anybody out there that has an alternative view as to how they would handle this situation, because let's think about it, there's quite a lot of pips to be made if you get it right. Let's just get rid of this, get rid of that. No, not that, this one here. Right, there's a lot of pips to be made if you get it right. Reason being is we have all this area right here. This whole area right here is potential pips to be gained. Right? But at the same time, there's a lot of indecisiveness going on. Market is currently consolidating, so I don't know what direction this is going in. And even if you look at the RSI, RSI is showing me a bullish sign. It's actually giving me a bullish sign right now. Right? Look, check this out. This is RSI. This is the RSI right now, okay? And it's flattening out over here. I mean, I don't like using indicators, but you do know that the RSI is always on, because that's one of the ones that, my kind of trading style, it gives me good information with my current trading style, how I like to do things. So it does help. But this is the RSI right now. RSI is telling me it's a squeeze, and there's a very good chance that it's gonna do this. So this is RSI drawings, right? So it's gonna do this. It's going to break this test that it's doing at the top, because it's been diagonal price action level is being tested. So it's hit that boom once, twice, third time, and now it's on its fourth time hitting it. So is it going to break out and make its way up? Is that what's going to happen? Once again, I don't know. I do not know. So we've got this situation. We could do this. Let's change the color of that, make it a little bit more. Yep, that looks good. So it could do that, or it could come back down here. That's what I'm reading at the moment. I'm not sure what to do. I do really like this pair, but at the moment I'm indecisive. I don't know what to do. I don't know how to play this at all. And if you go into a lesser time frame, so let me just get rid of this. Let's go into a much lesser time frame. How I'll be doing this over the Christmas. So over Christmas, basically, if I was going to be trading this, what I would be doing is I'll be looking for buys along this bottom diagonal trend line, this one right here, and I'll be looking for sells up here, and my take profit window would be in here. That's it. I'm not looking for anything outside of that. Everything could be contained within this funnel. And if I'm hoping for a breakout, the natural places to go in for a breakout would be, my buys would be here, and my sells would be here. That would be the only way I could play this. So if I had no choice, I have to trade, I have to do something, that is what I'll be looking at. That's what I'll be looking at. I'll be looking at breakout trades and the funnel trades, and the funnel trades will be this right here and this right here. Let me make this a little bit thicker so it's easier to spot. So let's do this 4. Cool. Right, and that'll be it. And let's get rid of this because I don't think this has any relevance looking at it, because it hasn't obeyed this at all, and I don't think it will. And I think eventually this is what we're going to get, where this level is actually going to make sense. It's when they converge on each other, which will be around here. Now, is this going to carry on in this particular zigzagging frame? So this is going to keep doing what it's doing, which is boom. Is it going to keep doing that until eventually it does something? That I don't know, but anything that I'll be doing, I'll be looking outside of these areas for it, unless if you have time on your hands, nothing better to do, you don't want to sit there and watch Christmas movies or anything like that, you just want to just make some pips, then naturally this will be the zone that I'll be looking at. So if you want to make some pips, you and I were on the same side. That's what we're going to be doing over the Christmas holiday, gaining some pips. That's why the show is called Pips and Points. Okay, so now that we've gotten that particular scenario out of the way, let's look at the situations that we put dummy orders down for. So this was let's see what happens. Okay, so the first one was gold. So we did a gold entry, and as we can see, it is coming back down. So gold. So the gold order is looking good. It is looking good. I like that. I like how it's looking. Okay, and so we're going to jump out of gold real quick because we've looked at that. So that was a little something that we put in. That was on the 15th of December. So if you watched that video, you'd have seen when we set it up. And naturally, like I said, we've been eating reds from last week, but it's coming. It is coming, and it's coming quite well. So what I really should have done with the gold order, which is the gold phantom order, was I should have put the sell order around this level. This would have been the best place to do it, right? I mean, this is hindsight. It's done now. We're not going to change it. But just putting it out there. So if we had put the sell order here, that would have been ideal. But however, what we did was we went with these support levels here. And was like, listen, look, this area is always getting supported. This is a worst case scenario. So we're going to cover this area here, worst case scenario, and we're going to put an entry right here and see what happens. Okay. And we put that entry there, and now it is looking good. So let me zoom in and let's see if it's actually gone profitable. It's just about to. And you know what I love about this particular trade right here is these little spots here. Lower lows, look at that, boom. Lower lows, boom. I mean lower highs, boom, boom. Lower lows, boom, boom, boom. So we can expect this to come down some bit, and then it's going to do what it does, which is going to shoot up. Gold always does that. It's going to do a crazy shoot up, but hopefully it won't. Reason being is that because this is kind of like a head and shoulders. So this area, let's have a quick look. This area right here, right? This area, it's a head and shoulders. It is a head and shoulders. This is not really a big shoulder, but you know, it's a head and shoulders. So no. So it's a head and shoulder, right? So this is where obviously it's come back up, and now there's a very good chance it's going to go all the way down. But the thing with head and shoulders is they don't always do what the textbooks say it's going to do. So just because we're seeing the head and shoulders right now doesn't necessarily mean it's going to give us any type of good movement that we're going to be like, hey, well done. You know, so that's the little gold recap that we've looked at, so we can see it's going all right. So we see what this is looking at tomorrow. And now let's take a look at silver. Now silver was a move that we put on yesterday. So yesterday being the 20th, and let's see how well that is doing, right? So let's get silver. Okay, and silver looks like it is doing well. Silver looks like it is doing fantastic. Let's go to the 4 hourly. Right, it's looking like it's doing good. It's looking like it's doing good. So there's nothing more to say there, just because we kind of knew what was going to be happening. So if I had placed these trades in real time, I would be just about to go into profits with gold, and I would be in profit with silver. And we haven't done anything with EURUSD, so we're still on the fence on that one. But what makes me confident about this particular order right here is, once again, it's the higher highs with the higher low, which I believe was gonna hit that hit the trend line, break through, and then make his way up. And that is what he's doing right now, is making his way up. And if you look at the RSI, we haven't even gone into overbought, oversold. Yeah, but we haven't gone into overbought. Yeah, overbought. So yeah, I think I said that right. I think I always get it mixed up, so I think I said it right. If I said it wrong, someone please let me know. Please let me know. And once again, guys, it's super important for me to let you know this is not financial advice. I am not a financial advisor. Right? So this is not financial advice. You have to do your own research. Everything I'm showing you right now is hours and hours of being slapped around by the markets until I got around here. So it seems like this happens overnight. It doesn't happen overnight. It never did. So so do the research. Continue on this journey if you are aspiring to be a trader. It is absolutely worth it. You will absolutely love it, but you do have to go through the motions of when to sit on your hands and when to get in. And hopefully I've been able to demonstrate that to you, as to sometimes you can be in a market by not being in a market, if that makes sense, because conditions are not right for you. They're just not right, so you're not in. All right. So I think this pretty much covers today's video. So today's video, what have we done? What have I discussed in today's video? Well, we've looked at the Nas as to, because another opportunity has been missed on that, and that was an intentional opportunity that was missed. I saw it yesterday. It did not meet my requirements. It did not meet my requirements, so we did not get in. Right now, it's just my way of doing it. When you decide to do it, you might never want to miss any opportunities. You want to take every single opportunity that comes your way. That is 1,000,000% fine. But in my way, I look for exclusively my setup, and I don't mind waiting. I'm a bit like a sniper in that way. I wait and I wait and I wait until I get the conditions I'm looking for, and I jump in. But however, because this is Christmas week, and so let me go back into Nas again real quick. Because this is Christmas week, and I'm gonna have time off, I might actually break my rules and just jump in on lesser time scales and just trade, just because I have the time to do it. But when I'm back in the office as normal, that's what we're going to be doing. And when am I back in the office as normal? I'm back in the office from the 4th of Jan. So this thing needs to get into this box here before the 4th of Jan. Before the 4th of Jan. It actually needs to get in before the 4th of Jan. And if it doesn't, then obviously it doesn't. We do what we're doing, and we just figure out, find another opportunity, and then we do that. So we've looked at Nas, which is this right here. Annoy me, right? And we've also looked at EURUSD, and like I said, I'm confused in terms of what direction to play this in, because this trend in the middle is cool. I get it, I understand it, but however, I want this out of this range. I want it out of here, and I want it running free fall. I want it going crazy like it does. So until it does, this is it's looking somewhat disappointing, to be fair. Yep. And then we looked at gold. Okay, and gold is just about to go profitable, but it hasn't yet. It hasn't. Let's just zoom in, see if it has. I'll be happy if it's just gone profitable, and it's just there. It's just on the edge, on the cuff. All right, look, just go profitable, just a little bit, so that I can just click off this thing and go into silver. Yeah. All right, cool. We'll come back to this tomorrow. Other than that, we're going to be wasting time. And silver is looking good. Silver is looking fantastic. So listen, guys, once again, I want to thank you for coming over, watching Pips and Points. I've been your host, Jono. Do leave a comment, like, subscribe if you think the content is amazing. I believe the content is amazing. So yeah, so I hope you think so too. So do that. And yeah, Merry Christmas, Happy New Year, all the fun stuff. Wish you, your families, everybody well. And I hope to see you in the next video. All being well, that will be tomorrow. Okay, so guys, have an awesome evening, and see you again in tomorrow's video.